Hey Boos!
Hello.
What are we watching during this pandemic on today's episode of
BoosCruize. Hi, I'm Jarrell.
And I'm David.
I am 34 years old.
Pandemic watching. So here's something that you may or may not know about us. We are big movie nerds, big TV nerds, but they might be new. It might be someone new like tuning in. Shout out to the noobs. We just got like 100 new subscribers or something. So,
wow.
Yay to the new people. They're probably like, we're here for Keto. But hey, everyone asks this question. This is a constant question. What are you watching? What's good? Well, I call us professional bingers. We watch everything good.
Pretty much everything good.
And usually within like a day.
Yeah.
Sometimes two. We have to like work to space it out. So, people ask what we are watching, and we're going to tell you not everything.
Not everything.
But like
it was hard to come up with the list too. We were like
so hard. Because we watch so
much, you forget.
Much.
Because we also included shows that aren't on anymore. But we watch later.
Right, things that you can, and those are those are kind of the best, the ones that you can start from the beginning and go on, like actually not on this list, but Gilmore Girls, obsessed.
Oh yeah,
it's fine. And Buffy for you.
Buffy for me, I've watched it like 5 times. I mean, complete series.
But if you want to go with things that are kind of current, kind of now, this is our list, starting with Netflix
shows.
We tried to go with things that most people have subscriptions to. We have subscriptions to nearly everything. Oh, we didn't even do Disney Plus. It's fine.
We don't watch much on Disney.
Yeah, but we watched a few.
We watched
Pop
a few.
Culture and like the thing. Anyway,
yeah.
Netflix. First up
is Orange is the New Black.
Orange is the New Black.
People, it's an oldie, but it's a goodie.
I feel like everyone knows Orange is the New Black. If you don't, basically it is a show about women in prison. It's truly a journey. There's funny characters.
There's drama.
There's drama.
There's a lot. It was 5. I think it's 5 to 6 seasons of it.
It's ended.
It's over. It was over. Ended last year, but there's 6 seasons. So it'll give you like a day or 2.
Yeah, and you can for us. Yeah.
No. It's not longer.
But it's amazing because you can go start to finish. It's funny. It has heart. It's entertaining, and there are iconic characters that stay with you, like Crazy Eyes, and things like that. Also, side note. Oh, Natasha Lyonne, who we didn't say, but
Natasha Lyonne.
Natasha Lyonne. Either way, she's on Russian Doll, which is also one that you should do here. We didn't add Russian Doll. It's all about kind of like a Groundhog's Day. Natasha Lyonne is the star. It's amazing. Did you know I was watching Dennis the Menace last night? And
I didn't know he was watching Dennis the Menace.
Well, not with you, with the kids. But Natasha Lyonne is the babysitter in that movie. I had no idea, and I was like, "What?"
I remember a babysitter.
I'm telling you, watch it again. Watch Dennis the Menace, Natasha Lyonne. They're a very young, like 15-year-old Natasha Lyonne is in that. Next up, I would say Grace and Frankie. Oh, come on.
It's like a modern day Golden Girls kind of.
It's a modern day Odd Couple.
Odd Couple mixed with the Golden Girls. Because they're older. They're older women. But
Lily
it's so
Tomlin,
Lily Tomlin and
Jane Fonda. Iconic. It is
funny show.
It is a comedic masterclass. Think of it. That's a great, because we can't like go through every show and tell you what it is. But basically, that's a great thing. It is the modern day Odd Couple meets Golden Girls. It's incredible.
It's 5 seasons of that too. And they're coming into their last season,
which is so sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next up is Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. You guys, so like funny and just off the wall, like silly.
Hilarious.
It's like a zany show, but
my friend Titus is on that show, and
I fell in love with it. It's a great show.
Oh my god.
It's basically about this girl who was in a bunker. She was trapped in a bunker for like, what, 5, how many years? Like 20 years?
But it's a comedy.
It's a comedy, but then she comes out of the bunker and her entire world has changed.
Like, she was lied to down there, and so she doesn't know how to like assimilate into modern day culture.
She still has the mind of like, she was a young girl, because she was kidnapped when she was like 15 or something.
Right.
And
so good.
But it's so
very funny.
And irreverent, and
amazing. Speaking of irreverent, next up is Ozark.
Ozark. This is like a mob gangster family movie, but it's so good. Jason Bateman. Bateman. Laura Linney. Laura Linney is giving the performance of her life. I'm gonna say it. Performance of her life. I forget the other actress name. The girl, the blonde curly hair.
Oh, I don't know her name, but she's great. Ruth. She plays Ruth.
But she's awesome.
She's amazing. Great. The show is great. A kind of a suburban family is drawn into a life of crime, and they are doing it all in the Ozarks. It's great. So great. Oh, come on. Stranger Things.
Where have you been living? Under a rock?
If you don't know have a Netflix account and you haven't seen Stranger Things, I don't know what to say. Honestly, there's not even a point of even saying what Stranger Things is because you should know. Stranger Things. If you haven't,
check it out.
Watch it. Winona Ryder. Free Winona. Atypical. This is one you might not know.
You may not know about it, but...
So, it basically tells the story of a kid who has Asperger's. And how he is atypical, but how he lives life. It's funny. It's interesting.
It's also about the family as well. It's not just about him, but his family and life changes and
because they all have different things going on. He has a sister, and his parents are
going through
a situation. We don't. It's a great show. It's a great show. Super awesome and great to see that story told because I think more of those stories need to be told.
Next is Sex Education.
It's
so good. This is it's a European show. It takes place in Britain. But it's about a teenage boy and
it's exactly what it is. Sex education.
Yeah, sex education.
But it's irreverent
because his mother is a sex therapist.
Gillian Anderson.
Yeah, she's his mother, but she plays a sex therapist. But he also becomes a therapist at his high school
which is he's not qualified to do. But because his mom is, he's like, I'm doing it too.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Great, and his best friend is just so good. Sex education. Now pivoting. There is a show called Making a Murderer.
Yes. Making a Murderer. This is a documentary.
It kept me up till 5 a.m. watching it because
it's about 9 episodes, but you'll be every episode ends on a cliffhanger, so you'll be binging
incredible
for 9 hours straight. Watch.
It basically is a documentary. It's a true story, and it tells the story of a person who may or may not be guilty, and how the government and or police may have made a murderer out of him because they wanted to pin it on him. I'm not going to give anything away. Leave it up to your discretion. But facts are facts, and when your jaw you'll need to pick it up.
A lot of the things that the cops got away with, you'd be like, what?
Oh my gosh! Wow. In the same vein, there is a show called
The Keepers.
The Keepers.
It's another documentary similar to Making a Murderer.
We like scary stuff.
But it creeped me out. I was creeped out for days from this.
It's also very triggering. If you have anything surrounding rape or abuse and things like that, this is not the show for you. But basically, things are happening.
Where it starts, you can't give it away really because you don't know where it's gonna go.
Right, you don't know where it's gonna go. But things are happening, and these women it's called the Keepers because it's two women who are the keepers of the secret, and they become Inspector Gadgets, and they are on the trail, and they hunt them down, honey, and you are rooting for them each and every.
It's a great watch. Though.
Fantastic.
I was freaked out though. Freaked me out.
Another thing that is a documentary, but a whole other world.
During this pandemic, this show helped many people get through it.
You had to have seen it.
You know what we're talking about.
Tiger King.
Tiger King, you guys.
Carol Baskin.
Killed
her husband, whacked him.
And Carol Baskin's going to be on the new season of Dancing with the Stars. Look at that. But yeah, Tiger King. It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's insane.
There's no way to you just have to take that journey. There's no way to explain what Tiger King is. If you haven't heard of it, which I don't understand, you really have been quarantining if you haven't heard of it.
Exactly.
We watched it. We binged it in a day. It was a day of our quarantine, and it was worth every bit of it. Also,
Schitt's Creek.
Oh,
Schitt's Creek. We haven't seen the last season yet.
No, because it's not on Netflix.
We're waiting for it to drop on Netflix. But Schitt's Creek is
a comedy
starring
Catherine O'Hara, who is a national treasure. Give her the freaking Emmy. Jeez Louise.
Eugene Levy,
Dan Levy,
his son.
It's so
funny.
Funny.
But a rich family who they lose all their money, so they have to move to a hotel,
they
a motel actually that they owned.
Yeah, they moved to a town that they had bought as a joke because it's called Schitt's Creek, but it's actually the only thing that wasn't taken from them, so they're forced to move to this town.
And they're poor. So basically, this rich family who have to acclimate to this small town.
It's hilarious. If you liked For Richer or Poorer, although I'm not trying to promote anything from that woman. But Schitt's Creek is a must. It's a must. It's a must. So funny. I laughed till I peed a little.
Next up, we have Lock and Key. This is a family show, more or less, I would say.
Yeah, it has a lot of fantasy.
It is a fantasy. I think it was a book originally, but they made it into a show, but it's really good.
Really interesting. These kids move into this house and they find keys, and where they lead them is
it's a journey.
Yeah, it's a journey. We won't.
It's only one season so far, but I'm looking forward to the next.
I think it's going to be a big hit too. Another one which was a huge hit has one season. Scary for you guys. Haunting of Hill House.
Yes.
Fantastic. Amazing.
Acting was amazing.
Acting. So good. We're actors, so acting matters, and it's so good and so scary and creepy and weird, and I can't wait for
Watch
season 2.
Watch it before season 2, because season 2 comes out in October.
Drop soon.
Yeah, and it's been 2 years we've been waiting for this.
Waiting. And next is Dead to Me.
This is starring Christina Applegate.
Christina Applegate, welcome back, boo.
Where did she go?
She was taking a break. She's raising children. She's like, I'm a PTA mom, and that is fantastic, and we are so happy to have you back. And in an incredible show like this, it's female driven. It's 2 women who are
basically thrown together because of a lie. Of a lie.
That's a great yes. It's worth it.
That's the best way of saying it without spoiling it.
It's also it's a dark comedy. It's funny, but it's also just like watch it.
It's a
Christine
great
Applegate.
show.
It's a great
you can binge it in a day.
Speaking of
Both
dark,
seasons.
You.
This is a stalker, crazy person show.
Like Dan from You, or not Dan. Actually, he's Dan from Gossip Girl, but whatever his name is in GU. It's so weird because like he's creepy and horrible, but you also like don't. He says something
you kind
about
of root for him, even though he's like stalking and he kills people.
Oh my goodness! You gotta watch
but
it.
they make him likable. It's a good show.
It's weird how you like him. It's called You. It's fantastic. Watch You. Speaking of, so interestingly, You was on another network and was a big flop. Netflix brought it and it's a huge hit. Similarly, Cobra Kai was on another network. It was on YouTube. It wasn't a flop. It was a hit, but not on Netflix.
And not a lot of people have YouTube
subscriptions like YouTube now.
Yeah, well, I guess you have to buy it. It's like $50.
Yeah. But Cobra Kai on Netflix is so good. It gives you all the feels. He's never seen Karate Kid.
I never saw the
original.
Karate Kid, the original, but
I don't know how that's
I guess
possible.
I'll have to after watching the show. It's really good.
I didn't expect it. I fully did not want to pull the trigger on this show, and now we're like binging it, and it was so.
We're currently watching it now.
Currently watching right now because we started it yesterday, which means we'll probably be done today.
The Politician. We talked about this. I feel like.
I think we have.
Kind of.
The Politician
is a Ryan Murphy show.
Oh my gosh, so good. Ben Platt.
Ben Platt. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh, Bette Midler. Oh my gosh.
Bette Midler. So a lot of actors in it.
There's so many good. I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, it's so good. It's about this kid who is basically aspires to be a politician. He wants to be president one day, and he will do anything to get there. And
all like
Judith Light.
Forgot about her.
Crime.
But it's just all like the crazy things that happen while you're running for.
How you forgot about Judith Light?
I was trying to think of her name. That's what I was thinking. Like Judith, when you said Bette Midler, I'm like,
so good.
But he's just running for office, basically from high school, and then second season it's a different story, kind of. But
you drop everything and go watch.
It's
so
Politician.
Funny. Jessica Lange.
Oh, Jessica Lange, season 1.
Oh my gosh, she's so good. Season 1. Obsessed. Speaking of staying in the vein of Ryan Murphy, Hollywood tells the story of Hollywood during segregation era. It is amazing. Darren Criss, What is that guy's name?
Should we be telling them if these shows are family friendly or not? Some of them aren't. Some of them are.
Watch the trailer.
Watch the trailers, yeah, because some of them are.
Some of them aren't. Most of these aren't. Most of these aren't. We don't got a family. if it's family, it's under the family section. There's a family section in Netflix. Look for the ratings. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what your. Also, families, that's relative. Some families are watching Jurassic Park and all those things, and some families are only watching cartoons.
Watching Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood is risque.
Yeah, it's risque.
But so good, so good. Oh my goodness, so good. This is one I like that he doesn't like, which is The Crown. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of. I'm not like a big royal, royalty. That's not my thing, the royals. But I gotta say, this show was incredible. Claire Foy was outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
If you like that, then it is a different look at the royal family, and it's Queen Elizabeth and basically her life.
I was bored, but
yeah, I don't know. I thought it was great. I loved it. I say give it a whirl, especially if that's your thing. If you're like a Downton Abbey or any of those things, check it out.
I like this one. The new Sabrina. It's just called Sabrina, but it's based off, Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
But a much, much darker interpretation. If you are hyper religious, I'm not sure that this one would be for you because there is a whole lot of like praise.
Yeah. Love Satan, praise Satan.
It's a lot of that.
But it's still charming
in jest.
And in jest. It's still charming and it's very good. It's a good show.
I love it. I love those take on it.
Yeah. She's a cool new Sabrina.
She's a cool girl.
It's not your Melissa Joan Hart at all.
No, not at all. Although I love that. I was on that show. I think there's a place for both of them. But the new Sabrina is great, and honestly, the people around her, the other characters surrounding her, are great. Except I don't like this new Harvey. I'll say it. I said it. Said it.
He's not your Harvey from the
TGIF. Didn't like him. Speaking of things that I do like, Big Mouth. So funny. Talk about irreverent. Do not think because it's a cartoon that your children should watch it. It's
basically about kids coming of age.
Right. It's a come of age show, but like all the things that you.
So crazy.
It's a lot.
And irreverent.
But worth it. Watch Big
Mouth.
Mouth.
Maya Rudolph as the hormone monster is
the reason to watch.
Watch it for that.
It's the reason to watch. The Witcher.
The Witcher.
The Witcher is new.
It's a newer show.
It's
starring,
good.
What's his name?
I don't know. The guy who plays...
He's Superman.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
Yes. Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. If you want to see naked... I liked it.
He's not naked, really.
No, but I'm saying. He's kind of naked. If you like fantasy, if you like Game of Thrones, if you like those kind of like...
it's similar to that.
Fantasy.
It's a video game. It's based off a video game called The Witcher, and it takes place in like that era, like medieval kind of era.
I think it's worth the watch.
I'm looking forward to season 2.
I'm ready for season 2, but not as good as the next one up, which is Chewing Gum.
Chewing
Gum. Michaela is so funny. I don't think Chewing Gum is on Netflix anymore. I think it got taken off.
No.
Well, we're gonna move on then. I think it got taken off.
If you can find it.
Okay, so that's all of Netflix. We're gonna move on because we have so many more that we could tell you, but we're trying to we're at like what? 22 minutes.
Oh,
okay.
No, we gotta go.
Hulu. Handmaid's Tale.
Handmaid's Tale.
Must watch it. Show. You know what it's about. It's amazing. I feel like we're living in it. It's terrifyingly accurate. I can't even.
Next show is Shrill.
Guys,
this is a funny show.
So funny. So amazing in the vein of body positivity.
Name, but yeah.
Also, John Cameron Mitchell's in there. So shout out for all you musical theater nerds. So good. The Act.
Oh my gosh, it's Patricia Arquette. It's
It's like a true story about a girl with who has Munchausen's disease. You've got to watch it.
It's a true story.
And it's a true story. Well, based off a true story.
Based off a true story, but basically, what happened, and you can't give it away.
I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give away spoilers, but the act is fantastic. The acting is...
Many of you guys may know the story it's based off of, but yeah, watch The Act. It's a great one.
Incredible. Pen 15, we just watched this a week ago.
Just finished it.
Basically, it's
funny.
If you are a 90s kid, if you want all of the feels of those awkward middle school years, it's basically these two best friends, and it's grown actresses
but they're playing like they're 13.
Yeah, like 13 or 14-year-olds.
And they go back to school with actual 13-year-olds.
Right. All the other everyone except for them are 13-year-olds.
Yeah,
and what's weird is at some point you accept that they are
like
13.
Yeah, but
until like they're supposed to have like a kissing scene, which obviously they don't do.
Yeah.
But it's so funny.
So funny, and it's
so
nostalgia.
weird.
Like you'll just I had
even the music.
Backstreet Boys for
yes,
a week, but it's so good.
Difficult people.
Difficult people.
So funny. I feel like I so relate to this. It is
just sarcastic, witty humor.
Yes.
It's so
check
funny.
out Difficult People. It's
what's his name?
It's worth it. Oh my gosh. It's the guy who was Timon. Billy Eichner. Billy Eichner.
Yes.
He is so funny, and I'm obsessed with this show. It goes really, really quickly. The episodes are like boom, boom, boom.
I love dry humor. It's just something like
Yes. Little fires everywhere. Oh my goodness, this one took me for a journey.
This is Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington.
Sweet dear.
It takes you on a journey.
So good, and it will have you mad at everyone. And you get like Kerry Washington's like smile, like with her upset face.
I know, but she's acting.
Oh, she's great. She's great.
It's a great show.
Little fires everywhere. Also, again in the scary vein, Castle Rock.
Castle Rock,
in the way of like Ryan Murphy, is kind of hit or miss sometimes. Like it'll
didn't
start
really like the first season, but season 2 was better.
Season 2 was better.
But
it went kind of like a misery.
Stephen King stories, and all of the stories are kind of like interwoven throughout. It was really good.
So good. Okay, Marvelous Miss Maisel. We moved on to Amazon Prime.
Oh,
Maisel is
so
a
good.
must. It's
a period show. It takes place in the 50s.
But it could be today. It's
so
just
modern,
like women empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
It's just good. It's good.
It's a good show.
Just watch it. It's
and
so
She's
funny.
amazing. I don't know her name, but she's amazing.
But like
Miss Maisel.
more or less, it's like a woman, and it's a period piece. It's she was supposed to be an Upper East Side housewife, and she ends up trying to do stand-up comedy, which is
in
a
the
man's
50s,
world in the 50s.
And she just it's so good. She's
so
awesome.
Good.
She's won an Emmy or maybe 2, 3 for this.
I was gonna say she deserves them.
Yeah.
Fleabag is an amazing comedy.
Show.
It's like the girl is the lead of it is just not a good person, but in the best way. She wrote, produced, stars. Like it is one of those things where she is a powerhouse, and it got her a huge deal with is it ABC or NBC? One of them.
I don't remember.
Where she basically, they're like, we want you to do whatever you want to do. So it's only 2 seasons, sadly, but
I wish it was more.
Oh, I wish
it was more. We watched it a while ago, so yeah, I'll rewatch it again.
I would rewatch it again too. Now this is a show we're watching and just came back right now.
Just came back.
The Boys.
The Boys is a great show. It's a superhero show.
Superhero show, but in a different way.
Yeah. Like if you or me were given superpowers, how would we react? Like how would we be basically? And they're not perfect people. No. They're not perfect at all. But the show is amazing. Like we just started like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Right before the second season started, and now we're since this release strategy sucks, since I'm doing it every week, we can't binge
Amazon.
it.
No.
We can't binge it, so we have to watch weekly. But it's so good so far.
So good. It is a different take on superheroes.
It's dark and bloody.
Dark and bloody. Yeah, if you're like squeamish, there's a lot of blood, but it is so worth this journey.
It's a good show,
and it's so good. I love it. Transparent is over. Well, Jeffrey Tambor.
Jeffrey Tambor is.
It's a great show.
Great show.
It didn't like the ending. But Jeffrey Tambor is like a
Jeffrey Tambor
schmuck.
But it's a great show.
But the show is great. The other actors and actresses deserve
the recognition.
their due.
Yeah.
So this show we binged in a day and a half. Upload.
We just watched it.
We just watched it like 2 days ago.
We just watched it like 2 days ago.
It was like Upload followed by Cobra Kai.
It takes place in the future.
In the future, it's basically like
when you die, you get uploaded into like this server.
Your consciousness gets uploaded, and they save your body so that if they find a cure, that they can bring you back. So funny, so different.
It's quick too. It's like 30-minute, 20-minute episodes.
The first episode is like an hour or something like that, but then after that, it's boom, 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 and you're so sad to see it end. And I cannot wait for season 2.
I can't wait.
Upload. Oh, this is the one that we also just watched. We keep saying that. We watched a lot in a week.
Yeah,
Toughest race in the world.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like The Amazing Race. But
yes, but like
a lot more people and a lot.
Oh my gosh, like 60. It's like 60 teams of 4 that are roughing it in Fiji, doing things that you would like. It's like paddle for 10 miles.
It's a race.
Not even 10 miles. 10 hours in the middle of the ocean, like with like your boat flipping over,
and then freezing cold waters,
and get
hours.
hypothermia.
And people are like getting knocked out of this race constantly because they can't make it.
The stories, like people are doing this against all odds. There are old people. There are people with
Alzheimer's.
Like there's a guy with Alzheimer's. His son is doing it, and oh my goodness.
I didn't think he would be into it like that because I love The Amazing Race and Survivor and stuff. So I'm like, let's just give this show a watch.
It's the like extreme element of the fact that like these people are doing this against all odds. They are genuinely getting hurt, and also like the personalized people, like this mom, just seeing her, and she just had a baby 9 months ago, kicking like ASS and passing up these men. I'm like, you do it, and that's just like it's amazing. Woo, okay, HBO. We're gonna breeze through this. Where are we? 30 minutes.
Go.
Okay,
maybe we'll cut this up in a couple.
I know. Jeez Louise. Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft Country. Oh my God, it's a new show on HBO.
So good. Jordan Peele.
Yes, Jordan Peele is producing it.
It's basically takes place in segregated the South, and it's almost like the Underground Railroad and how people of color were having to travel throughout, and it's actually, you know what? It's hard to
explain because it's sci-fi and fantasy interwoven into these stories. But
it's fantastical.
It's so good.
Oh, it's a good show. So good.
Lovecraft. We can't really stream it because it's coming on every week, but it's 4 episodes in.
Right.
Lovecraft Country, HBO.
Game of Thrones. You guys know Game of Thrones. Come on. Game of Thrones is. You know Game of Thrones. Gotta watch Game of Thrones. The Comeback.
This is an oldie but goodie. This is a show
Kudrow.
starring Lisa Kudrow. It came out originally in
comedy,
2000 or something.
Yeah.
And then like the fans wanted it so badly they made another season like a couple of years ago. So good. It's a comeback. It's a mockumentary style. And this was before anyone was doing.
This was new. This was basically new. It's like this washed-up TV actress who is trying to make a comeback. It's so funny. It's genius. And Big Little Lies. Incredible cast. It's women, and it's hard to like give like what.
Yeah, we can't tell. What
something
the
happens,
is,
and it's these women bound together and how they try to get out of it. Big Little Lies. Nicole Kidman, Reese Witherspoon again. She's everywhere. Can't even.
Zoe Kravitz.
Oh, Laura Linney.
No.
The one who won the.
He won the Oscar.
She's incredible. Yeah. Euphoria. This is what made me like Zendaya. I was not that I disliked her. I wasn't a fan though. Like I wasn't like, oh my gosh. Now, legit fan.
She's an amazing actress, and this is a great show.
Rough.
It makes me never want to have kids.
It makes me worry.
But
like, oh my gosh, it's like a really gripping and
teenage
raw, like tale of what teenagers go through
and what they're doing.
Jeez, must watch it. Must watch it.
It's a good show though.
And
drug addiction, and deals with all that stuff.
Insecure.
Insecure.
Oh, it is so good. Issa Rae. It started out as a YouTube show that she literally wrote, produced, and all that thing, and then it got picked up by HBO. She is kicking names and or what is it? Like taking names and kicking ass. Like she is incredible. The cast is incredible. It's funny. She's flawed.
She's so flawed.
But you still love her, aren't you? I like that.
It's a great show.
I May Destroy You. Speaking of black women,
this is the show
Michaela.
Michaela.
The girl who did Chewing Gum. Yes. This is her new show on HBO, which she originally was going to bring to Netflix, but Netflix didn't want to give her complete control, creative control, even though it was her show and her everything. So she waited and she took it to HBO, and I'm glad she did because it's incredible.
It's a great show.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Also, if you feel triggered by
rape
and sexual assault, then
maybe
watch out for that. Sex in the City. You can't mention HBO without Sex in the City. You guys know Sex in the City. You must.
Many seasons to watch and binge.
Barry!
This is a good show.
Barry, in a nutshell, is
basically a guy who goes to acting class.
Yeah, he's an assassin. No, he's an assassin.
But he wants to be an actor, so he goes to acting class.
In LA.
In LA, and it's just all these stories that surround that. But it's a
so
great show.
Funny.
It's so
assassin
funny.
Turned actor, and it's also like such a commentary on
the
LA.
Fonz is in it.
Henry Winkler.
Henry Winkler.
Yes, who is also just a dream. What a dream of a man. He's the nicest person you could ever meet. Okay, this is three things on HBO Max because it kind of goes with that.
Yeah.
We have Love Life.
Love Life, starring
Anna Kendrick.
That was a good show.
So good.
We binged it.
Legendary.
Yes. It's a voguing competition show.
He's giving.
Well, that's
He's
what
voguing the house down.
That's what they give you.
It's a Vogue competition dance show. It's
Vogue the house down.
So good. I can't wait for season 2. If you like, what is the Pose? Then this is what this is the real life Pose.
Yeah.
Also Pose on Netflix. Watch that.
Yeah.
Lastly, Expecting Amy.
Expecting Amy. This is the Amy Schumer documentary.
Oh,
we didn't even think we would like it as much as we did.
I loved it.
It makes you.
It's raw. It's uncut. It's more exposed than I would ever be. Literally.
It's basically just her
what she went through to have this baby, which is the ultimate sacrifice. Oh my gosh, guys.
We were trying to get through them.
We were trying to get through them. There's so many.
Maybe if you guys, into 2
maybe
videos,
if you guys let us know. We always take your suggestions. Tomorrow we will be going to Palm Springs, hopefully, with the fires and everything, going to see my movie.
Look outside. Should turn the camera so
I don't even know. Can we
horrible
I don't know. It's like I don't know if it'll even really give them the true.
Oh yeah, but you probably can't see it.
You can't see. It's so weird.
Freaky looking. Looks like we're in like the end scene at
Yikes.
Terminator.
Yeah.
You know when the world is coming to an end.
So guys. We love you. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below. Let us know what you are watching. Thank you for taking this journey with us. It's really long, but we love you guys. We want to hang out. Follow us at BoosCruize. It's at BOSCRUIZ
because you're worth it.
We love you.
Bye, you guys.